Chào mọi người nha. Hello everyone. Hello. How are you? Hello, I want a man for Tony. Chào tất cả mọi người nha. Hello. Hello everyone. Chào tất cả mọi người. Hello. I wanted man for Tony. I wanted man for Tony. That's interesting. Hello. Hello, chào tất cả mọi người. Hello. Hello guys, how are you? Hello everyone. Chào tất cả mọi người nhé. Chúc mọi người một buổi sáng tràn đầy năng lực tích cực. Hello the adventure. Hello everyone. Just warming up to get into the exercise. Chào mọi người nha. Đang làm nóng, đang chuẩn bị tập. Gordon. Where you going? Hello everyone, how are you? Hello. Hello Peter Pan. Faker. What is fake, what's real, alright? Hello, how are you? Chào tất cả mọi người nha. So pretty much a lot of people say this martial art is fake, that martial art is fake, you know. Is it effective? Does it work? But the only thing is, like, if you train for yourself, if you believe that any type of training improving yourself, whether you have a good health, a better lifestyle, or you have more confidence, or whatever it is, it make you become a better person as a human being, I say that's pretty good. You know, you don't have to like go and train and you have to prove to yourself that you have to I'm so good, I have to beat up and I have to win against MMA or UFC or whatever, right? I mean, as long as every day you practice a bit and you improve your health, your confidence, and your overall everyday life, right? Your discipline, your respect, you're being respectful to other people, and I think that's what counts the most. Because nowadays, when we practice martial arts or any type of thing, how how much do we actually go there in the street and we want to prove ourselves by beating someone and oh yeah, I beat somebody up, I won, that's pretty good. you know no, you don't want that, right? A lot of that. So I mean, like, a lot of people have said, this fake or that's fake. That's okay, they can all say that, but I'm practicing, I'm improving myself, improving my health, and I'm living a healthy lifestyle. Okay, I become a better person. That's all it count, like, for me. But for you guys, I don't know what's your goal, but a lot of people say, oh, this fake, that's fake, whatever. But I don't really put my mind into that, because it does help me as a person, like, in terms of my techniques and all that, in terms of my movements. So it's like, oh, this okay, this cool. I don't care what everybody say. But in life, is like, you don't have to, like, you don't have to pay attention to what everybody else is saying. You just do your own stuff, you just improve yourself each and every day, whatever your goal is, just work on it. All right, okay, enough talking, let's go into the practice and training. Hello Vincent, chào tất cả mọi người nha. Must be a lot of rain last night, because water going into this. So basically what you see I just did right there is just all the basics that I've been working with you guys, practicing along with you guys. And I just review them over and over again. Nothing much. So let's work on it, guys. All right. Chào tất cả mọi người nha. Okay. So let's go from here. So where I always start is the basic stance again. Open 2, 1, 2. You move your feet and just stand like this. Open 1, and then 2. From there you go slightly down. Like I always mention, if you go up slightly like this, it's fine, but have your knees slightly bent because you're moving around. So I would go facing the front of the wooden dummy. I go 1, 2. Now from here, I put my hand up like this, either this or this. It's your hand, whichever hand you're comfortable. So we'll be facing like this. This is against the dummy, but it's against someone. If you're practicing with a partner, you're gonna go into sparring stance or fighting stance. One foot in front, the other one in the back, and slightly angle like this so you can move. All right. So in terms of this, with the wooden dummy, we're gonna train in front of the wooden dummy. Therefore, we're facing feet shoulder width apart. Right? If we were to move, we hit here, here. Want to move? Step over. I'm here, and then I come right in. I step over, come right in. Try to avoid a foot right here. So if I go here, I drag here, and then I go right in the middle. All right. Same thing if I move to the left. My left leg step over, I move right in. Okay. Now you always see that my body is upright. Okay. I step over. My body is always in balance. I step over. I come like this. I don't lean in. I don't go out too much like this. I try to have my stand stable and in balance. So I go step 1, 2, back, step 1, 2. So let's do that exercise, okay? This exercise we haven't do. So footwork, very important. I'm from here. Step to the right, 1, and then go in. Then back, okay? Step to the left, and go in. Now you see the body always slightly in an angle, not 100% square, all right? Now, step back, step to the left, drag over, and then go in. Then back to the middle spot, step over to the right, and then go in. Okay? So in terms of doing this, once you go over here, my footstep, I can hear, right now my hand here, get used to the habit of switching your hand, your arm, okay? From here, I go here. You know why I leave my hand like this, I switch? Because usually, my stronger arm is my right arm, so for my right leg in the back, so that you can do reverse punch or whatever techniques with your strong arm. So for instance, this side, then I have like this. I can put like this, right, with my reverse arm. Whereas I can interchange, then I go back like this, okay? And then come here. So please practice this, step over, slightly forward, step over, and slightly in, step over, and then in. Step over and practice that, all right? So in front of the dummy here, you go step over, slightly in. Now slightly in, you can use this block. In the proper term, I don't know how to say it. If you guys do, please help me out, because I usually use the sort of like tapping block right here, the middle block, and then the other one, the inner forearm block, push it. Outer forearm block, push it slightly in this one, okay? So, once again, I go here, step to the right, drag my foot over, and then I go right in, okay? Step to the right, drag, go right in, okay? Now back to the middle, I go step to the left, my hand's getting ready, and then I go right in, okay? So, the stepping part here, which when you get out of the way, the stepping, you are imagining that somebody is throwing a punch or a kick at you, you step out. You want to get out of the way, you don't want to get hit. That's the main point. You don't want to get hit, you go right away, you go out. You want to get it, you step over. Side, either left or right, left or right. So that's the techniques, that's the footwork I want you to work on. Focusing on your footwork, you go here, and then come back here. All right, so let's do 10 on each side, so you get what I'm saying, and then you can use your hand, sort of your hands to see where the kick or the punches is. So from here I step over, boom, right, and then I come back in the middle, and then I step over, the other foot go right in, okay, then back, step to the right, left foot drag over, and then go in. Okay, then back, step to the left, right foot coming in. Now, with your foot stepping in, it depends on how far you step. If you want to step just to get out of the way and counter, then you would step small. You just here, shift your body like this. That's it, right? Because the head coming here, I just shift slightly. Now, if I'm wearing here, I just shift, and then from here I can attack, right? I just shift, I attack, shift, I attack. So I don't have to make that extra step. Later on, we can work on that. But right now, the basics, I want you to step, go in, okay? And then step, go in with your stance. And then step, in, step, in. So this is the drill, all right? All right, let's do it. Step over, lock, 1. Back to the middle, step to the left, lock, 2. Back to the middle, step to the right, lock, 3. Step to the middle, step to the side, lock, 4. Step, lock, step, block, step, block, step, block, step, block. Now you see I don't step too far apart from here. I don't step all the way out here and then I'm going back in. Okay, you don't want that. All right, because we do short range. And when we're practicing with Wood and me, Wing Chun or any close combat, you want to stay in range. So as soon as you block and then you're gonna hit. Because as soon as you block, you're still standing there and you don't do anything. The person gonna attack you and the distance very short. If you don't attack them, they're gonna attack you and they're gonna hit you. So one here and you go, okay? So once you're here, then you can go, boom, 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 boom. All right, so get used to that. Let's do 5 more on this side. Boom. Okay, come in, boom. Step to the side, step to the side. So basically I'm from here. Step, go in, step, go in, step, I go in. So it's sort of like, you know, where you're switching like this, like this, like this, you know, like jump, switch, step. But we don't do that, okay? Because first of all, when we're jumping like this, our body is like off the air and we are not in balance. Our foundation is not stable, therefore we're vulnerable to get hit and attack or sweep or whatever. So therefore we step. Okay, and we step, and then we come in. We step, we come in, step, come in. So 3 more. Step 1, step 2, step 3, step 4, step 5, step 6. Now 6. Here, whatever you want to do, you can step forward, elbow straight, or you from here, you block. Here you can go right in with your punch, right? Or here, but here it's kind of awkward, right? So if I were to, from here, I can even chop. But you see my stance is here. It's kind of awkward if I chop here. It's not as much as strength. So therefore here, I just shift it over a little bit. If you were to shift your leg over, and then you got the power from here more. Whereas here, you're reaching, you have no leverage because you're blocking here and you go here. Not too much power. Yeah, I mean, you can do it, right? But if your knife hand strike is not strong enough, you're not going to do anything to the person. So you go here, shift over and chop, right? Okay, so that's the next movement. So I want you to add that step in. So from here, step over, block, and then shift over and strike. All right? Step over, block, step over a bit and strike. Step, strike. Okay? Step, strike, strike. Step, strike, step, strike. Now you can interchange between this strike and the elbow. Or you can go boom, boom. So for the elbow, if you're too far, you want to block here, go in, step a bit closer. All right? Whereas here, boom. I want to strike, okay, I can stand here, boom. Or if I want to do the elbow, I step my front foot forward a bit, and then from there, I shift my other foot in, stretch it in, your body automatically move in the target. Or maybe shift here, and then you come back, and you go. Okay, so boom, boom, elbow stretch. Okay, boom, stretch. Then you can elbow stretch. So you can do two if you want. So that, if please try to change those techniques and see if it works for you. Sometimes it works pretty good. All right. Boom, boom, boom. Now you can combine the two. 1, 2, right? And then stretch. Or make more sense. You go boom, stretch, and then go. Okay. Then I go here. Boom. Step forward. Elbow stretch. All right. Okay. Next one, just simple. I want you to block like this. Just get used to it. Used to two-hand blocking. You go boom, 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 boom. Just like this. Boom, 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 like that. Boom. So later on, you're gonna shift your body. Once you get used to it, you're gonna shift to the side. You move out of the way, and then you block. You move out of the way, you block, like that. All right. Boom. Boom. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. See how I shift my body slightly with your hips? Your hips are like shifted a little bit, where you can apply a little bit of more force into your block. Sort of like shock, and then you let go like that. Acceleration. Boom, boom, boom. Right? Boom, 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 boom. Okay, so work on that. Block, and then knife hand stretch. Block, shift your body. See how my body here? My hips is in here already. So in order for me to stretch, I go like this. My hips sort of like pulling back. So I go here, boom, boom, boom. You see how I sort of like got the hips in a little bit? Thank you very much. When I went to man 420, thank you very much. Really appreciate it. So, boom, shift, boom, shift. All right, boom, shift, boom, shift. So in the beginning, you guys please get the motion right. So you would go here. 1, so you block down the lower arm, and the other one the upper arm. And then from there you shift over and you stretch your knife hand stretch to the neck. Now this doesn't need to be so much power, because your neck, right, is your windpipe here, breathing. It helps you to breathing and breathing. Right? Nobody can live without breathing, right? So you chop right there, you just cut the breathing for a bit, interrupt the person, and then of course either the person back up, or they're gonna go crazy and continue and then go on you, and then of course you gotta do all the moves. If you cannot win, run. Call for help. Okay. All right, so don't be a hero. It's like, oh man, I know this martial art, whatever. Yeah, because in real life there's no referee, no nothing. Nobody's gonna stop you, give you like 2-minute, 5-minute break. All right, so please be smart. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Okay, so once you practice a while, you're gonna go 1 like this, and then from here. Now you see, before I do it, because of this hand is lower, therefore I have to shift my forearm up a little bit in order for me to go in. Whereas here, if I go here, I go in, it's stuck. So therefore you just, boom. You just sort of like shift and twist into it. Now you see, once you get here, what's next? Some of you know, right? So your hand is here, boom, to the neck. Behind the neck there's a head. You can grab, right? In the real life situation. Not much we cannot do with the wooden dummy. Whereas sometimes you can go into it and practice the movement, the form. So here, you pretend that this is the person's head. You grab and then you can knee to the groin, right? If the person too strong, knee to the groin. If they're weak, If you see that they don't harm you or anything, then you just need to your tummy. Okay, that's good enough. All right, just to stop them from hitting you, try to hurt you or something like that. All right, so I go here, boom, boom, and then I can grab and then the knee. Same thing on the other side. All right, block, strike. As you strike, you can grab, you can knee here. So the best way is like when you grab the head, right? The head is the easiest way is the knee. Now remember the knee part, right? Remember you all learned this block. So if that's happening to you, of course you have to go down this block and you gotta go like this to block the knees, right? Or you can go the elbow. All right. So you have to adjust to the situation, guys. So make sure you train that. Use the knees. You don't have to, you have to go with the traditional wooden dummy, Wing Chun or something. It's good for you to practice traditional. You get everything down, but you can add knees, strike, punch, hook punch, other martial arts into it, right? Because nowadays people know a lot. Everybody is smart. They learn a lot of things, not just only one thing, guys, right? So please do learn other stuff. So get here, I can just block and then I just grab. All right. So let's do that a bit more. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. All right, now add a straight to it. 1, boom, 2, boom, 3, boom, 4, boom, 5, boom. See, 5, up, do a slow motion so that you can see. As soon as you strike, and then your hands come back, okay? Try to get a habit of strike and then come back. Don't let your hand hang there for too long, okay, for pictures. All right, no good for picture. Only picture, only when you have to, or you do video clips showing people or something like that, that's fine. But when in your practice, try to pull back, okay? Otherwise, see this one open? If you don't pull back, they can hit you here. This whole side is open. Therefore, you go back and then you go from here like this, okay? So, boom, boom, right? Boom, boom, come back, okay? 1, boom, come back, boom, come back, boom, come back, boom. All right. Okay. This technique is just for practicing for your arm and wrist only. That's not so much movement, but it also help in your training. Of course, it does relate it to other movements for wooden dummy, for Wing Chun. Okay, I just want you to do simple like this, just like this. From up like this, and then from there you come back down and up, and then come back down and up, and come back down. That's the exercise, okay? And then later on I'm gonna tell you what's the movement for next afterward, all right? So, sort of like wax on, wax off, Karate Kid, but just this one, similar but different movement, okay guys? Yeah. So up, right, and down like this. From here, you sort of like your forearm hitting in like this and coming down, right? All right, so up, out, in, up, out, down, in, up, out, down, in, up, out, down, in. So when you do it, like, relax your body, it's gonna go like this. Right, wax on, wax off, wax on, wax off, same thing. In, out, in, out, in, out, in, out. In. Yeah, right. You practice it in, you can go inside the hands and then from there you open up and you go right into the neck or the chin. So that's the movement is for. I can go in here, I go in. Right? And then you can play with your thumbs, with the eyes or whatever. If you're not strong enough, you can use your thumb to go for the eyes for self-defense. Only if threaten your life, then you have to use your thumb to squeeze the eye. If not, please don't. Okay? See this movement we've been practicing? Right? Okay? And this one, right? This one, in, right? In, move over, block, chop. Same movement like the other one. Remember how we learned the other one? We block, right? We block, chop. This one. Same thing. That's why we're practicing this movement. All right, so you get the application of that. That's what I think it will help me, because when you break down those techniques and you put it into something else that is interconnect, then you get a technique together and you train that in certain number of times. You put the time and discipline to it into training, like maybe half an hour every day. You're gonna get good at it. Trust me, guys. You can feel it. I'm like, oh, okay, this technique, that's what it's for, you know. When I was younger, I'm training a lot of techniques, a lot of movement, a lot of patterns, but I wasn't like so much in the application. Got explained by my master, because we're doing like Taekwondo forms or form just for performance. Just for like, you know, show and all that. We don't think of application too much, because when we go competition, you go do this, and then you go here, and then all the punch and kick. Those Taekwondo form, I don't know what's for. Sometimes when you're young, you don't know, but when you grow up, after a while, you sort of like, if you're passionate enough, you figure it out yourself. I'm like, this is the movement, that's what it's for. So for instance, the same thing like this. When I'm practicing this, I come down. Why do I practice this way for? Right? I'm pretty sure a lot of great masters back in the day, they all have the purpose of training each method, or conditioning the arm, the legs, the limbs, you know, the head, the knees, the elbows, all sort of stuff. So sometimes we don't practice enough and we expect it to work, then it's not gonna happen. So please have the dedication and discipline to train, and be patient, guys. It's gonna take time, all right? But after you train it, you will like it. You feel, oh, okay, this is working, okay. And then you can test it out with your partner or with your friend. You sort of like shoot a video or look in the mirror and say, oh, is this the way I stand correctly? Is this, my hand placement is good? Do I look good? And same thing. That's what I always do. So sometimes I do in the videos, and then I rewatch it, relearn it. If you have a mirror in front of you, you know, you try to do the movements. Like every day, you in the morning, you brush your teeth, whatever. And you look in the mirror. You go, boom, boom. Oh, do I move this way? Look good or that way? Right? Please do apply. All right. Same thing this. Right? Once you do it so much, it becomes a habit. But make sure you do it good habit, the right habit in the beginning. Otherwise, if you make a mistake, sort of like in the beginning, and you fix that habit, it's harder, right? It's harder to fix a habit. It takes like probably 68 weeks to break a habit and turn it into a new one, right? That's what most expert researchers, you know, they say for in terms of changing a habit. So, see, sometimes the movement. Remember this move we were training earlier. Sometimes I go like this, and then go, right? Same thing. See how I shift one here, I shift my body here, and then I go here, and then I shift here, boom, 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 and move my leg. And if I want to go closer to attack with the elbow, I have to step in. So you see the footwork from here far away, and then stepping in for the elbow straight, and then from there, don't stay in here too long. And then you're coming out. If you're coming out here, then you have sort of like a hammer, come out, boom, hammer fist right there too. And hammer fist, and then you can come up with the knees, right? It's all common sense. After you practice a while, you use all your 8 limbs, you find you will mix and match in a way that is easiest for your personal use, right? Because I'm different, I train different. You guys may train different sort of techniques, right? So please make use of that and combine your own combination and make good use of it. This one more movement. Now you see how I practice this? This movement, right? This block right here in Wing Chun, what do you call it? Pak Sao or something like that, if you guys know. Enter here, right? Now, easier here, boom. For self-defense, I can just hit here or grab, right? Block, right? This hand, if I were to attack this hand, it's kind of awkward, right? Doesn't make sense for me. So I'm not gonna attack with this hand. So if I go this way, then I have to shift over and then I attack, right? Because it doesn't really make sense if I go block here and I have attack like this. Unless this hand, you grab the neck or something, right? You grab the person's neck and then you attack, that's fine, right? It's sort of like, you know, how you play when you were kids, you play the nudging like this to your little brother or sister or something, you do like this, right? Same thing. This one, yes, you can punch. But if you were to block this one like this, and then you leave your hand there and you punch, it doesn't really make sense, right? It's kind of awkward. So therefore you have to shift over and you punch here, all right? Or you shift over and see, you block here, your hand's still attaching to it, right here, and then you can grab, see how grabbing, and then from there you can go into the elbow straight, right? So as soon as I block here, my hand is always attached to it, right? So I can turn the movement. So I can feel the person's arm here. I can go the other way, right? So I can feel here, which means I deflected off here, and then I can feel it here if the person were to move or something with the joint here. See this joint movement? As soon as they move that, I can sort of like feel it. I can adjust to it this way, come back, and then I go here, or I can step up and elbow straight. So let's practice this. This movement, I go here, 1, 2, 3. So you sort of like blocking with your forearm and you block in a diagonal down like this, right? Like that, like that. So you sort of like push it from here, push it slightly forward and down in an angle, like that. The other hand up here you use for protection, just in case, all right? 1, 2, 3. See how I shift my body slightly? I don't just go like this. No. Go like this. Shift your body. Boom, 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 boom. Okay? Boom, 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 boom. Now this gives you to this one is good for your, now in terms of this movement, what's this movement for? It's sort of like similar to the elbow, right? The elbow strike. Same thing. I can block or I can go there right directly into the elbow strike. If you're thinking that the person attack, right? They're not gonna hit your face or they're gonna hit the chest or whatever. That's nothing, you know. In your chest, if you're strong enough, you can just rub it off, you know. But not in your solar flex right here. If they hit here, you're gonna like, oh, you're gonna cough and you're gonna have a harder time of breathing if they hit your weak spot here. All right. But if they're here, you hit, boom, right here. So if they hit your chest or whatever, you can deflect and you go right into the elbow. right? If the situation is right for you, right? But if the punch or the kick is very powerful, very harmful, you're not gonna do that. You're gonna deflect, you're gonna get out of the way, all right? If the kick is coming strong, I just go here. I have to shift to the side, I go here. And then from there I attack or whatever, right? But if you think that, you know, you can take that hit, whatever, it's just like tapping like this, like that to your chest or whatever, boom, right in, okay? Let him tap and then just deflect, block and go right in, right? But if you go like this, then of course you have to move out. Otherwise you're gonna get the whole package in your face or something, then chances are you're gonna get knocked out easily. So you have to be very smart and assess the situation, because not all situation, not all people are the same attack. It depends. You have to see the intent, whether like the punch or the kicks is fully commit, and they try to like that shot, try to knock you out, one shot kill, then you gotta move out. If you stay in, chances are you're gonna get hit more than you can block, right? All right. Well, thank you very much, Ed and MJ. Greatly appreciate it. Thank you very much. So you go from there, all right? You go here, deflect, and then from here, boom. So if you go fast enough, boom, you can go back fist or hammer fist side, boom. Grab this hand here, come back fist or hammer fist, whichever way. Same thing on this side, boom. Grab, back fist, right? Now you see in that movement in Grandmaster Bruce Lee portrayed a lot of those moves in his movies because very quick and dynamic. He just block, deflect, and he go. Block, deflect, and then go. Block, deflect, go. Once you're from here, your body, your hand, your feet are moving in circular motion. It's very easy. You go here, and then you can go back to the groin. Now from here to here, it's very hard for the person to block down and up like this. Very hard. So if you go from here, block here, boom, boom, then of course you're gonna lower yourself. Now this is where your heart stand. This is where traditional martial art come into play, guys. Sometimes you use it, not all the time, right? Usually here we stand up, we fight, we go boom, 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 like this, fighting stance, sparring, shuffle in and out like this, and then we fake, and then we throw. But sometimes here, boom, boom, down like that. So most of the attack that's knocking a person out is a surprise one. They get hit by a surprise one. It's not so strong or so fast, but it's the one that is unexpected, right? You see a lot of people all of a sudden they go boom, 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 fighting in MMA, they go boom, boom, all of a sudden get hit by a back fist strike or elbow. Because not a lot of people, they fight and they turn the back on the person, right? I mean, like, I wouldn't dare to do that because my back fist sucks. If I turn around, right, it's gonna be too slow. I'd rather stay in front. So most people don't take the risk to turn. Once you turn, right here, you're blind. You can get hit right here. On your back, your neck is very weak, right? If you get attacked here, you're gonna get knocked out. You're gonna get paralyzed anyway. Yeah, that's another main point, right? Please, always be careful when you're training with your neck here. Always sort of like protecting it in some way. All right, so always be aware of that. That's why in all sports, whether it's in boxing, MMA, UFC, One Championship, they don't allow hitting to the back of the neck. All right, because if you punch here or whatever, that's quite a few people got paralyzed from that. Even though it's make mistakes, right? But you never know, because some they really hate you. They could do that on purpose. So it's the best way is for you to protect yourself, right? And nobody loves you as much as you love yourself, right? So please do protect your weak spot when you are training, all right? Yeah, I mean, like, look at my finger. Last time I got, just 4 days ago, I got carried away so much, and look, Now I hit it sort of like crooked a little bit. You see how the index finger is kind of curved? That's why. But anyway, let's get back on the chain. Let's do 10 more on this side. We try to block and deflecting the punch. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. When you move, you shift your body slightly, and then from there, you cut it in an angle, sort of like this. Boom, boom, boom. All right. Boom, 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 boom. Okay, now we're gonna block, step to the side. Now the technique is I want you to add a little bit to it. So you step to the side, block. Now see this hand open for protection, and from here you can grab this. You can grab the arm. If you still attach to this arm, you deflect it. If it's still there, boom, boom, boom. Okay? So this also practice your quick hand, the way you grab and you react to the movement. Very good exercise. Please do that. So I go boom, boom, boom. Right? And then the other side. Boom, boom, boom. Right? And then come back. Boom, boom, boom. Right? All you need to do is from here, boom, hit, come back right away. So the technique is, as soon as you boom, grab, 1, 2, 3. The rhythm is 1, 2, 3. All right? 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. All right? But in reality, of course, you're gonna go 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. That's how quick you want it to be. Otherwise, the person won't be standing there for you to hit, okay? So as soon as they hit, deflect it. If you deflect it, and you got the punch is gonna go this way, all right? If the person use a lot of force, they're gonna go all the way here, right? So they go all the way here, boom, you're done, and then you go here, you face this way. You face your opponent, okay? So imagine that. Oh, we go right through, boom, like this, right? If they go fully committed, of course, they're gonna go from here. They're going, like this. So they fully commit. They're not gonna stay here, right? Make more sense if they go all the way over there. But if they were like jab, 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 they're gonna be here. So they'll be here. You can go like that, deflect it, just to let the person know. Oh, thinking that, oh, this guy knows something, you know. I better back up. I better, you know, call it off or whatever, you know. Otherwise, I'm gonna get hurt too. So you sort of like showing the person, okay, I know something, but I don't want to hurt you. So please, so you go here, boom, boom. That's it. And then from there, you assess the situation, see what's going on. But if the person fully committed, of course, you're gonna block and then you're gonna face this way because the person is here, right? If he's fully committed, then you can use your other thing, use your force against your force, whatever, you know, how like Aikido and all that, they use the motion. They go here, you throw and then they just go from here. You move over a side and then you just throw with your hand over. And then from there you kick the butt or whatever, the leg right here. You can say from here. Go in. Go in. Come on, over. Ê, ba, để em kia ra. Để chút nữa lấy rồi. Okay. Here, deflect it, and then from there you can do a kick, right? So it depends on how much force they're applying to hit you. If they go with the full force, okay, let them go. You just move over, shift to the side, don't get hit. The first thing is you don't get hit, and then let them go. And then from there, they move into that direction. Of course, you move here and then you can turn to that direction, and then you can do a kick, right? Because if they, most likely they're gonna go like this, because they off balance, they're going to go like this. If they go fully committed, want to knock you out, so the body is gonna be slightly like this, and then you can just move over and then kick the butt right in the butt. They're gonna fall or the legs. So please use common sense, okay? All right, because why this technique doesn't work all the time is because we don't apply it to the proper situation. That's why not all techniques works. Because like you cannot apply it to all situation, only certain situation. The smart one, the smart fighter or smart defender or counter, they use your head. They're not gonna use a lot of kicking, punching, all the crazy stuff flying in the air, beautiful, strong, and all that. No, they use their head. They wait until you go right moment, and then they block, they deflect, and then from there they attack. Once they attack, right, then you're not gonna have a chance to counter unless you're so good, right? So, but the smart one they always wait, right? But as a self-defense, as a martial artist self-defense, right, we don't really attack so much. And that's also our disadvantage, because you see a lot of them, a lot of kung fu or martial art, karate, whatever, because we always ingrained in our mind that since we were kids, we're like, self-defense, you have to wait for the person. Same thing with police officer, right? If you're in profession of police officer, security guard, you have to wait for the person to attack or commit it, try to harm you or something, then you can react, right? But sometimes that's too late, sometimes you already get a blow in the face or whatever, stab or whatever. So therefore you have to assess the situation, get out of the way. If you see something coming, stay away, stay at least 1 arm length, please. Don't get in close like this, at least 1 arm length, and from there you try to confront the person. Otherwise you get in close. A lot of people are getting close. You see a lot of martial art, a lot of great masters out there. They can do a lot of stuff. But like those great masters, they don't, they really assess the situation very well. They don't really attack blindly or whatever. They don't just harm anyone. So be polite, So what you do is from here, if you were in close range, they can do I just seen this is one master. It's really good at elbow. When in terms of you go in, they go deflect, they kick you here, and they can deflect elbow and re-attack from here, and then they go just the elbow, boom, 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 like that. That's it. It's over. Like 2-3 seconds, all right? So if you don't have no business of, don't stay in their personal space. Or they stay in your personal space. Very dangerous. So please, 1 arm length. That's anything. Just stay at least 1 arm length fully, right? The fingertips to right here, from here, right? If you're here, chances are the fight is gonna be happening in here, this range, all right? Sorry, guys, I get one quick water break and then come back right away, all right? Okay. So let's get back to the stance early in the beginning of the live stream. We were stepping over, and then we shift and turn. Step over, shift and turn. Thank you, Vincent. How are you, bro? So I want you to apply to all techniques that you do. So you're from here. Remember this motion we practiced earlier, okay? Like this. Remember this, right? Now, I want you to go. See how I step to the side? Here, the person hitting me here. I step over. I avoid the hit. And then from there, I'm gonna go right down and chop. All in one motion. So you see from here, one motion, continuously. I go. So if I want to block with my left, I move to my left. So imagine the person is attacking with the right hand. This is the right hand. They're throwing like a straight punch at you this way. So you just move to your left, get out of the way, get out, don't get hit, and then from here, even one arm, you go here, boom, boom, the other arm, boom, boom. All right. See this technique coming in. That's what these techniques I'm practicing earlier. That's what it's for. They're helping me to block, and then I turn into a knife hand. Block, and then I turn into a knife hand. Then you can use two arms. Two is better than one, right? So interchange your block. So two arm I can go. Remember this technique? Right? The two arms. That's where it's coming to handy. There you can use that. Right? Two. Chop. Two. See? So as soon as I block here, I can chop this one. Two arm I block. Step over. Right? Step over. That motion. Now, pay careful attention to the footwork. The moment the foot stops, then the knife hand strike go right at your neck at an instant. At an instant, it go right at the person's neck. All right. So, see the foot stop. Foot stop. Foot stop. Hands coming out. Foot stop. Hands go out. Okay. Don't make the hand go out while your foot's still in the air. Not much power. You're unstable, you lost your balance, and from there your attack is not gonna be as strong, and you are more vulnerable to getting your leg knocked off the ground, and you're gonna make fall, all right? If the person attacking your other leg. If you have on two legs, they're gonna kick. Okay, it hurts a bit, but you can take it, right? Because sometimes you guys train this, you know, like this sometimes, you know, here and there. Sometimes, just to get a few of your legs, so if there's something that hit you a bit, okay, you can shake it off and you can move on. Rather than, oh man, oh, that hurts so much, and then from there they take advantage and then attack you, you're done. Right? So, all right. So, one, step over, right hand up, up and in. Up and in, same time, left hand turn, right hand also turn. You see my stance? My stance is not feet and shoulder width. No, at the beginning, yes, when I'm practicing standing one spot with the dummy. But when I'm moving, my stance is gonna be wider than my shoulder. So the same thing with you. Make your stand wider than your shoulder. Adjust it accordingly. So from 15, 10, 15, 20 centimeters up to you. Where you feel comfortable in the point, you know? But not like here, all the way down here. Like a horse stance, right? Because here, for you to move or kick, you have to shift your body up closer. And now from here, you can kick or you can move. Right? Whereas you're here, you can't kick. What are you gonna do? You're gonna leave it here and kick like this? Like this? No. Have it wider than your shoulder, but wide enough that you're comfortable, not too wide. All right? So, boom, 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 boom. All right? One second, guys. Just adjusting the camera. All right, let's do 5 more on each side, then we move on. So one arm block, the other arm, same time, turn, block, turn, cut, block, turn, cut, block, turn, cut. Okay? Now from here, what's next? You got the head, right? Knees. Knee this way. This way. This way. Boom. Boom. If some of you Muay Thai, whatever, Muay Thai, you can do higher, practice higher, right? But if you go to the groin, it's good enough for self-defense. Just go for the groin. If you have to protect yourself or your loved one, whatever, threatening your life, then you gotta go one shot, go for the groin. If you have to defend in your life. Một nhân này thì chú thực tế học thì khoảng tầm 1 năm thôi. Nhưng mà chú tập luyện thường xuyên, tập luyện nhiều. Theo cái phương thức, theo cái phong cách của chú thích. Còn mấy môn võ thầy khác thì gồm lại thì khoảng tầm trên dưới 20 năm. All right. So one of a person asked me how long have you been training. I said like roughly just this, not even 1 year for dummy. I'm learning, but I'm training. I've always training like quite a bit because I have passionate for it. Oh, Cobra Kai, awesome! I seen that. I seen Cobra Kai. How many episodes? 6 episodes or 3 or 6, I forgot. But it's pretty cool. Remind me when I was young, you know, in my prime, in my teens, I'm watching Karate Kid, right? But by the way, Karate Kid with Jackie Chan and who's that? Yeah, the Karate Kid guy. What's that? Macho or something like that. Yeah, coming out in June or something. Oh, May 30th or something like that. It's coming. It's fun. If you have a chance, go see it, guys. You see, sometimes you go, you really love martial arts, you go to see a martial art movie, you find it's beautiful, it's very passionate because it teaches you a lot of things. It reminds us, because of course we all know those, you know, in our head, because since most of us are like older now, right? Older than mostly 18, right? Yeah. So we older, we understand that, you know, it do remind us a lot of teaching. So please do watch the movies. It motivates you. At least it keeps you motivated and keep your passion going. And you can train and you can practice and help you discipline yourself and train a little bit every day, even 10 minutes. Even you watch a movie, you see hype, you go, pa, 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 pa. You know, I used to do that all the time when I was young, you know. Bruce Lee movie, Ip Man movies, even though in my middle age, I still love to watch it, play it, imitate it, have fun with it. Yeah. Okay, let's move on. This simple exercise where I also incorporate in my training. Remember we learned this, right? So I go 1, 2, 3, right? That's how I put a combination into my training. I go 1, so pretend the person go punch, punch, you go 1, 2, and then, right? So imagine person punch, punch, you go boom, 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 you go boom, boom, boom. This is side, you move, all right? So that's what the technique's for. Remember, we're learning this, we're training this. Very useful. So the person come in, boom. But first of all, you have to get out of the way, right? Boom, get out, boom, boom, right? This combination, 1, 2, 3, just to make your hands fast, dynamic, all right? All of a sudden, they punch and all of a sudden, something hit the hand like this, sort of like disturbing the person from attacking, like, oh, shoot. Now, if those master, they're really training, oh, thank you very much, well, thank you very much. So when they're really training, attacking, boom, a shock, and then boom, all of a sudden, oh, what's going on? And then from there you can attack, so boom, boom, right? All of a sudden you're attacking some guy and all of a sudden they hit your hand like this. I'm like, oh man, this guy gotta know something. I better like, careful, I better back up or whatever, right? So that's the idea. You wanna put it in their mind so that they stop bothering you, all right? So go, 1, 2. So motion you practice like this earlier on, and now you go 1, 2, boom. Either you can do knife hand strike, or you can go 1, 2, right to the face. Now once you hear 1, 2, you go to the face, your whole hands, right? This is sort of like a signal for the person, please stop, okay? I don't want any trouble, right? From there, you just leave your hand there, and then you just back up, please stop, I don't want any trouble, right? Now you in your guard, your hands is out here. If there's anything, you just back up, you have your hand here, okay? If they go right in, then you have your elbow. Remember, we're practicing the elbow, right? Right? And then the other elbow, but this one worked better. If they just go right in, from here, sorry, boom, right in the elbow, and then you come back. After your elbow, you come back. You don't leave your elbow there for pictures, okay? Picture is beautiful, but you're gonna get hit. So, boom, 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 right? And then you go, right? So please, this is something exercise where you can practice, like shadow boxing. Do a punch, same thing with your elbow. You can go 1, right? Right? And then you do 2, and then 3, 4, front elbow, right? And then you can step forward and this elbow, remember this one, and then this one. So you can swing your elbow and ask in your training every day, you're waking up, just try you stretching your shoulder, your elbow, you go, boom, like this, 1, 2, boom, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Other side, same thing, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, right? 1 here, don't hit, step forward, go here. There is a chest, but if you want to hit a lower, right, chest here, lower, go down lower. Now that's where your hands, heart stand, come in handy. When you hit here, face, remember, face protection. So sometimes you forget, that's okay. When you remember, try to put your face here and elbow here. Once your elbow here, come back. This is for your own protection, right? So please practice. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Right? And you go front elbow, front elbow, front elbow. Okay? Once elbow's up, the other hand has to be up, just in case. Okay? Then once your elbow, and then you can extend with your back fist, elbow, back fist strike, elbow, back fist strike, elbow, right? Well, I don't think this was too effective, you know. It's sort of like the hammer fist, you going down, the person, only if the person like sort of like this, down and you go like this. But then again, careful when you're hitting it. When you go in really anger in a tension, you're not gonna see where your techniques, your fist is going. So careful, don't hit them here. They're gonna paralyze. They're gonna paralyze, and then you're gonna have to take care, they benefit and nurture them the whole life. So it's not a smart choice, right? So please careful when you go like this. If they're down, all right. Once they're down, take it easy, back up, and you from there you defend yourself and you assess the situation. All right. So practice the elbow. All right. 1, 2, 3, 4. All right. And then 1, 2, and then come back this way. Come back. So how do I come back the elbow this way? I go this elbow, a step. So this back foot here, this elbow, back foot here, you're gonna shift. Same thing. Okay, you shift your foot, elbow this, just slightly. This elbow is like when they're coming in, sort of like, you know, remember a back kick? When they're coming in, you shoot a back kick. When they're coming in, you shoot a back kick. Same thing with the elbow. When they're coming in, boom. But if they're coming in with a kick, some kind of limbs or whatever, then it's very dangerous. But if they come in short distance, they like this short range, you just turn here, and then you come back, turn here, here. So practice this, turn, 1, 2, this one. This technique I learned from my uncle. He teach me when I was really young. Okay, sit. Okay, I turn. So when I turn like this, if there's a kick coming in the other way, I sort of like have my hands here, just in case. If I can grab it, that's good. If not, it's okay. I still have my hand here for protection. But of course, not my face. My face open. So I gotta be smart somehow, like, you know, sort of like blocking. But you never know in the real situation, right? Yeah, anything can happen. Even like, even you see like the best fighter out there, they still get knocked out, right? Nobody can be the best for all the time. Sometimes on a two really best person, they go against each other. Sometimes it come to luck. Sometimes the person whoever attack first, or sometimes like you one just slightly smarter, and they trap you into their techniques, and that's when they can take advantage of you. All right. So, all right. So let's train the elbow with the dummy. So I can go from here. I block. I step in. I block. Go right in. Block. You can train your dummy with your dummy like that. Okay. It's just a training method where you can apply. But with this, I have this padding. It's a bit softer. Whereas if you don't have it, you hold this. So therefore, when you're training, please hit only this part up to here, right? So don't injure yourself. If you go directly, you're gonna injure yourself here, and you're gonna probably take like a week or two off, and I wouldn't be recommended, right? So only if you use the pad, the soft pad or something, then you can go full elbow strike. But otherwise, for movie clips, for training purpose, against the hard stuff, you go only from here to here, not directly at the pointy part of your elbow, right? So, boom, right? You can shift over. This hand you grab here, boom, come in, then come back, boom. Now you see same thing with the punch. How you see a boxer or fighter or like they wind their hips and they go boom, punch like that, boom. Use your hip motion. Same thing with your elbow. With your elbow, you're coming in closer. Boom. Boom. Do that like maybe 10, and then we switch. 5, 6, come here, 7, 8, 9, 10. Now, a lot of us, I find in certain videos that I seen one of these videos from one of this master. I forget his name, but it's very helpful. You know, sometimes when we are like in the situation, we're sitting like this, right? You know, sitting, waiting for a doctor appointment or whatever, you know. All of a sudden, you know, somebody crazy or whatever, they just, you know, it's not their good day, whatever. They come pick up on you sometime, right? Mostly we're standing up. We're standing up like, oh, there's anything you fight. What if you're like sitting, they have no room, right? So those are the type of training. Sometimes you have to learn how to move, right? This is very good with the boxer. They can just bob their head and then move around and get out of the way. But use your foot and kick the other foot, right? So I will look into that and make more videos into those terms of training when you're in situation, sitting down or ground situation, because nowadays, like anything can happen anywhere, any place. So better if you know when you're in this situation, you have the enough confidence to manipulate the situation, sort of like control the situation in terms of having confidence to deal with it, right? All right, okay. Because sometimes there's like pretty cool martial art where they can just kick and then from there the elbow, they use the elbow, go right in the elbow from here and then come back, right? And they shift over. So in that situation, it does happen, trust me. Because most of us, any style we all like committing to is like stand up, right? Either stand up, BBJ, rolling down, laying down, blah, 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 grab the arm leg. But most of the time, we're not in a situation, sitting situation. And usually, we are sitting in the office, we're working, we're sitting in the car, we're sitting everywhere, right? Throughout the day, maybe 10 to 15 hours, we awake. We spend our time sitting like around, I say like maybe up to 7 to 8 hours, maybe. You know, we're sitting playing games, we're sitting on, working on our computer, we're sitting on a sofa, we're sitting on a chair, we're sitting. And I come across that video and say, whoa, man, I never think about that. It's very useful. Yeah, and then I put myself in situation. Oh man, if I were to be in a situation, right, or any of us, we don't know what to do because we're never taught like in that situation. You know, it's so new, right? It's so like new that we are teaching. Oh, whether fighting, we're stretching, blah, 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 right? But whatever we're sitting. So I got that idea. Maybe I will make videos and maybe show and share with you because I'm also learning this too, right? Okay, I'm not that much better than you guys, but whatever I know, I learn, I share with you guys, and we train and we practice together, and we make each other become better, guys. Thank you. All right. Now, before we practicing elbow, so when I'm speaking of sitting before, right? So you go this 10 times, and then you're gonna lower yourself down, and this hand still here blocking, and then you're gonna go into a deeper stance. You're gonna train this 1, 2, 3, 10 times, okay? Now, from here, when you're in the position, remember that you're in this horse stance position. You are working on, first of all, you're working on your hip muscle right here. And you're also working on, if you're really flexing your muscle right here, this is your obliques, right? I used to get it before a long time ago. I haven't trained, you know, those abs muscle for like 6 to 8 years, so they're all gone. But I get it back. So you guys all should too. So you go from here, you're working on this muscle right here, your obliques, right? If some of you don't know that, right? Boom. And the other one, if you go lower, you're working on your horse stance. You're working on your quads, right? If you guys don't have time to access to the gym, right? Those are the muscles they're getting into. And the other thing is your buns, your hips, right? So those are the 3 major muscles they're working on, all right? So you're training for your elbow. You also get your muscle stronger, prettier, right? So 2 for the price of 1, right? So why they say, oh, this martial art fake or that, whatever, but as long as it benefit you, help you in some situation, get you confident, boost up your confidence, makes you look good, hey, I think that will do well, right? I mean, like, I have no much to ask for, right? here, from here, how I shift my weight, and I go in a bit, boom. Now you see here, when I'm down here, because I have so much hip rotation from here to here, right? I don't need to go into my tippy toes. Whereas I'm up here, I have to go my tippy toes to turn my hips, right? Remember? I turn my toes. Because it doesn't make sense when you go here. It's not strong. I only have here. See my hip motion? Only from here to here. Whereas I turn, I have more hip motion equal to more power, more speed. Right? Make sense? Whereas I'm down here, I go here. I don't require much more of this rotation. No need. Because I'm low enough, my hip is already moving so much. Boom. That's all I need. Boom. Boom. Right? Boom. Now, one more time, if I'm practicing down here, I go lower on one knee. I can practice this way. Same elbow, but you can practice at 3 different levels. This is a situation where you are sitting. If a person, if you happen to get knocked down or something, you like sort of like try to get up, you on your knees. And you cannot get up all the way. You practice in your elbow or other movement. You on knees, you practice this 10 times. Same thing on the other side. I go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Now I can go lower, right? Horse stance, hip muscle working, thighs muscle, your thigh, right? And your obliques, your stomach muscle. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And then I go down lower. 1, 2, 3. So you see this one, no padding, right? So I gotta treat it more nicely, right? I don't wanna hurt my elbow so much. So therefore I sort of like go like maybe about 70 to 80% of my force. Right? 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay? Because if you go up around more than 80%, you're gonna really feel your elbow. And you see the tissue and the bone inside of sort of like vibrating when you're hitting hard. So please careful, take it easy in the beginning. Right? Here in the beginning, I would say you practice, you're hitting this part, you go for about 65% to like 70%, 75. After like maybe around like 2-3 weeks, you can go up to like 85. And after, like I say, about 1 month and a half, you can go like pretty much full force with the pad. And you're hitting with this part. Remember this part, not directly to the elbow, because it's gonna hurt. I feel it. Okay, guys? So when you do that motion, same thing like you do weight training, you do curl, whatever, in your gym, at home, gym, or whatever. Do 3 sets, basics 3 sets. So after one set, I go 2 sets, all right, 2 sets, and then I go down 2 sets, and then I switch, right? And then I go to the 3rd set, right, from here, and then I go down. And then you go up, and then go here. This is working at level. You can go here, boom, boom, and then you can interchange, boom, and then you go back up and boom. You can go boom, 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 right? You can interchange between the 2. 1, 2, 1, 2. So, in terms for it to make it look good, make it look better, right? Just for your own good, you can go 1, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. You put the hand here, you go boom, 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 right? It look better, you know, it look faster when you put here, boom, and then you go elbow, right here, boom, 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 boom. Done. All right. All right, guys. So please, I'm gonna play around with it a bit, and then we're gonna call it a day, okay? Like I said, you know, I don't train a lot, nowadays, sometimes regularly, but I'm getting old, right? Middle age. How can you compare with the Prem, the young one? So, so therefore, that's why always younger generation, they practice, they pick out the useful stuff, make it good, make it their own use. They're gonna become amazing and better than me or some of you at my age or older, you know. So for sure, yeah. So I always end up like sort of like a bow to my wooden dummy, and when I finish a session, just to pay respect to your dummy. It's like sort of like your training partner, and sort of like your master, you know, because it's just there for you practice to helping you improve yourself. So pay respect to your teacher, your elders, your parents, your loved ones. All right, guys. Thank you very much for everything. Thank you very much, I wanted man 420. Thank you very much. Greatly appreciated for the donation. Thank you, all of you. Thank you very much for tuning in. I hope you have the rest of the night of the weekend. Have a great night, guys. Have a good night, and start your week with positive energy, right? Lots of energetic, positive vibes. Have a good one. I see you around soon. Thank you very much. Love you all. Thank you. I am 50% Vietnamese and 50% Canadian. I say certain percent, I don't know, because I'm learning Chinese martial arts. But like most martial art, they all derive from Chinese mostly. But we just interchange it a little bit by bit, you know. But we make it our own, all right? Okay, thank you very much. Have a good one, guys.